Maya and I have been best friends since school. We shared everything, secrets, dreams, even our favorite books. Recently, Maya started dating Armin. He seemed charming, polite, and caring at first. Maya was happy, and I was happy for her. But slowly, I began noticing strange things. One evening, we were at a cafe. Maya told me, "Armin will call me tonight." He promised. But hours passed, and her phone stayed silent. She looked worried. I asked, "Did he call yet?" She shook her head. Her smile was forced. Something didn't feel right. A few days later, I saw Maya's phone light up with a message. The name was hidden, but I could see her frown. She quickly put the phone away. I wanted to ask, but I didn't. I didn't want to upset her. Still, I felt uneasy. The next morning, we met at the park. Maya told me about her day. "Armin says he is busy at work, but he goes out late," she said, her voice soft. I wondered, was he really busy? Or was he hiding something? My heart told me there was more to the story. That night, I stayed awake thinking about Armin. I remembered the way he sometimes avoided eye contact when we talked, and the way he always kept his phone close, even at the dinner table. I didn't want to believe it, but a small voice in my head whispered, "Is he cheating on my friend?" I knew I had to be careful. I loved Maya, and I didn't want to hurt her with suspicions that might be wrong. But deep inside, I felt I had to know the truth. Tomorrow, I decided, I would watch carefully and see what Armin was really doing. The next day, I suggested Maya meet me at the mall. She was excited and cheerful, but I noticed she kept checking her phone every few minutes. Suddenly, she looked upset. "Armin hasn't replied," she said. I felt a pang of worry. Something was definitely wrong. We went shopping and I tried to distract her with clothes and accessories. But my eyes kept watching her phone. Every time it rang, her hands trembled slightly. I knew she loved him, but she was starting to feel doubt too. Later, we went for coffee. I asked casually, "Does he call you often?" Maya smiled weakly. "Sometimes, but not always." I decided to probe gently. "Sometimes, do you feel he is hiding something?" She looked surprised. "I don't know," she admitted. Her voice was quiet, almost a whisper. After coffee, I went home but didn't stop thinking. I remembered seeing Armin near the park last week, talking to a woman I didn't know. They seemed too close. I decided to check discreetly. I didn't want to spy, but I had to know. The following evening, I went to the park where Armin sometimes jogged. I waited quietly on a bench. After a while, I saw him. But he wasn't alone. A woman walked beside him. They laughed, shared a drink, and even hugged. My heart sank. I felt shocked and sad. Could Maya not see this? Was she blind to his lies? I took a deep breath. I had the evidence, but I wasn't ready to confront Maya. I knew how much she loved him. I decided to wait, to observe more, and then tell her gently. I couldn't let her get hurt too much. But the question haunted me. Why would he do this to her? A few days later, Maya invited me to her home. I could see her excitement and worry at the same time. I knew this was the moment to act. I sat beside her and took her hand gently. "Maya, can I ask you something?" I said softly. She looked at me, curious. "Of course," she said. I hesitated. "Do you feel Armin is completely honest with you?" She blinked, confused. "Why would you ask that?" she said. I didn't want to hurt her, so I spoke carefully. "I saw him at the park with another woman, hugging, laughing. I thought you should know." Maya's face turned pale. She pulled her phone out, hoping it was a mistake. "Maybe it's not what I think," she whispered. I shook my head gently. "I wanted to be sure before telling you. I didn't want to make you sad for nothing." She sat silently, tears forming in her eyes. I could see her heart breaking slowly. She loved him, but she now realized the truth. That night, she called Armin. I didn't hear the conversation, but I could see her expression change from hope to shock, then sadness. After she hung up, she hugged me tightly. "I can't believe it, he lied to me," she said. I held her hand and nodded. "I'm here, Maya. You're not alone." We stayed up talking. She told me how she felt, how much she loved him, and how betrayed she was. I listened quietly, offering comfort. Sometimes love can blind us to the truth. But friends are there to open our eyes gently when reality hurts. The next morning, Maya felt lighter, even though she was sad. She decided to end the relationship. It hurts, but I deserve honesty and love, she said. I smiled, proud of her courage. Yes, Maya. You deserve better. We spent the next weeks together, talking, walking, and laughing. Slowly, she started trusting again, not just in others but in herself. She learned to recognize love that is real, and to avoid people who hurt her. Armin tried to apologize, but Maya didn't want to hear him. She knew forgiveness is important, but she also knew some people don't change. She wanted peace, not lies. I supported her every step of the way. Months later, Maya met someone new. Someone kind, patient, and honest. She smiled, truly happy for the first time in a long while. I realized then, sometimes heartbreak is a lesson, and friends are the anchors who help us sail through storms. I often think about that period, how I watched silently, worried, and finally helped her see the truth. It wasn't easy, but it taught both of us that love must be real and honesty is priceless. And I knew no matter what happens, I would always protect my friend.